Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, March 20th, and a lot of things are happening in this world. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of scariness, a lot of fear, a lot of angst, a lot of anxiety. We're all going through different things, but most importantly, we all want to stay healthy. We all want to do what we can to slow the curve of the spread of this virus. And I rolled my mat out yesterday and took breaths and moved, and it felt so good. I thought, this is something I can share while I am on my break from my work, to help share a little bit of love, a little bit of light, a little bit of serenity with the people who matter so much to me. So let's begin lying down on our backs. We'll bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together, and let the knees open gently out to the sides of the room. Bringing the arms out to the sides of the room with the palms facing up. Wiggling on the mat, finding a comfortable position here. And bringing our awareness back to our breath. Taking a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out. Continue to take the deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. As we move through this gentle practice today, we'll link each movement to our breath. Remember, never press into something that feels uncomfortable or painful. And just respect the body so that every day we can continue to come back to the mat without injury or without pain. Let's take 2 more deep breaths together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Reaching down for the outside of the thighs, gently bring knees together, soles of the feet on the mat. We'll extend the right leg to the front of the room, flexing through the right foot, and lift the left knee toward the chest. Interlacing hands below the knee, or lifting knee and interlacing hands behind the knee. Gently draw that left knee back. Both feet are active and flexed. You're pressing energy out through that right heel. Shoulders are pressing to the mat. Holding on to the knee with the right hand, reaching the left arm out to the side of the room with the palm up. Gaze gently turns over the left fingertips, and we'll draw the knee across the body to the right. Keeping that left shoulder firmly pressing on the mat. Keeping both feet active and flexed. Inhaling gently back to center. And exhale, switching hands on that left knee. Your right hand extends out with the palm up, left hand on the knee. We'll open that knee to the left gently, only moving as far as it feels comfortable for you. Gaze can turn to the right if you'd like. Then bringing knee back to center, interlace the hands behind that left thigh. And with an inhale, gently press the leg up toward the ceiling, pointing through the toes. Exhale, knee draws to chest, foot flexes. Inhale, leg extends, pointing up through the toes. Exhale, knee to chest, flexing through the foot. Inhale, extend the leg, pointing through the toes. Exhale, knee to chest, flexing that foot. We'll take it through one last round. Inhale, extend and point. Exhale, knee to chest, flexing the foot. Bend your right knee and bring the sole of the right foot to the mat. Ankle is under knee. Then cross the left knee onto that right thigh. Peace fingers of the left hand, gently press that knee forward. We're moving to get knee and ankle of that left foot in alignment. Left foot stays flexed. You can stay right here. This is a beautiful stretch for the outside of this left leg. Or if you'd like to lift the right foot off the mat, threading the arms around that right leg, either below the knee or behind the thigh, and then gently drawing right knee back toward the chest. Low spine and shoulders are firmly on the mat. Both feet are flexed here. Left knee continues to gently press forward as right knee draws back toward the chest. One more breath here in reclining pigeon pose. And gently release right foot back to the mat. Inhale, extend that left leg back up toward the ceiling. Hands will interlace behind the thigh, and we'll exhale, pointing and flexing the foot. Then gently rotating the ankle, clockwise and counterclockwise. Bending that left knee and gently releasing foot to the mat. Left leg extends to the front of the room. Foot is flexed, and we'll bend the knee and draw the right knee toward the chest. Interlacing hands below the knee or behind the thigh, and gently drawing the knee back toward the chest. Keeping both feet active and flexed. Shoulders gently pressing on the mat. Then holding the knee with the left hand. Right hand reaches out with the palm up. Inhale, gaze turns over the right fingertips. And exhale, we'll draw the knee across the body to the left. Right shoulder firmly presses to the mat. Staying connected to that breath. Inhale, knee back to center. Exhale, right hand to knee, left hand reaches out with the palm up. Take an inhale where you are, feet are flexed. And exhale, knee opens to the right. Shoulders firmly on the mat. Gaze can turn to the left. Taking one more breath here. Inhale, knee back to center. And exhale, hands interlace behind the thigh. Inhale, extend the right leg, pointing through the toes. Exhale, knee to chest, foot flexes. Inhale, extend the leg, point the foot. Exhale, knee to chest, foot flexes. Inhale, extend the leg, pointing through the toes. Exhale, knee to chest, flexing through the foot. We'll take it through one last round. Inhale, extend and point. Exhale, knee to chest, flex the foot. Inhale, left leg bend, sole the foot to the mat. And exhale, cross that right ankle over left thigh. Right peace fingers gently press the right knee forward. Staying right here or lifting left thigh, foot off the mat, threading the arms around that left leg, and then gently drawing the left leg back as you press the right knee forward. Shoulders firmly on the mat. Low spine gently on the mat. One more full breath here in reclining pigeon pose. And gently release that left foot back to the mat. Right leg extends up toward the ceiling, interlacing hands behind the thigh, pointing and flexing the right foot, maybe rotating through that ankle. One more breath in. And exhale, knee to chest. Let the left knee join the right, drawing both knees firmly toward the chest. Feet stay flexed, knees can stay together, or you can open the knees wider than the hips and draw the knees back. Then gently release your feet to the mat and roll to the right. You can let the head rest here on the hand and the arm in this fetal position. And then we'll gently press up, coming into a seated position. Crossing one shin in front of the other. Rocking back and forth here on the sitting bones. Hands coming gently to the knees, lengthening up through the spine. And we'll take a breath here together, inhaling through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, head goes back gently. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, head gently back. Taking it the opposite direction, inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, head gently back. One more round. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. And exhale, the head gently back. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale, the arms overhead. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, open the arms. Inhale, both arms overhead. And exhale, heart center. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, open. Inhale, both arms overhead. And on the exhale, we're turning to the right, left hand to right knee, right fingertips behind the back. Use your inhale to find length in the spine. And with the exhale, gently turn. One more full breath here. Inhale, both arms gently overhead, back to center. And exhale, gently turn to the left, right hand on the left knee, left fingertips behind you. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, gently turning through the middle spine. One more full breath. Inhale, both arms overhead, coming gently back to center. And exhale, hands behind the back, placing fingertips on the mat, fingertips pointing behind you. Draw the shoulder blades together, really lengthen up through the spine. You can gently take the gaze up toward the ceiling if that feels right for your neck. Staying connected to that beautiful breath. One more breath in. And exhale, release the hands. Coming onto knees and hands to that tabletop position. Hands are under shoulders. Palms are spread wide. Pointer fingers pointing forward and parallel to one another. Knees are underneath the hips. Tops of the feet release to the mat. Belly button draws in and up. Gazing on the mat about 6 to 12 inches in front of the fingertips. We'll turn the eyes of the elbows in toward one another. Forearms are pressing forward. Moving into cat-cow breath. With an inhale, drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the gaze. Exhale, spine rounds, gaze comes to thighs, pressing the mat away. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, gaze comes toward the thighs, press the mat away. We'll take 3 more rounds, you adjust your breath. Coming back to that neutral tabletop position. Walk the hands forward, one hand print, shoulder distance apart. Pressing firmly into the palms, especially the joint of the first finger and thumb. We'll take an inhale and turn the toes under behind us. And with the exhale, lift the hips, pressing back to downward facing dog. Feet are hip distance apart, toes turning in gently. Let the neck be long, ears should be inside those upper arms. You can keep a deep bend in the knees here in downward facing dog, or maybe pedal one heel at a time toward the back of the room. Staying connected to that breath. One more inhale where you are. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward. And exhale, gently step to the top of the mat. Staying here in this forward fold, you can keep your hands on the mat under the shoulders. You can hold onto opposite elbows here. Keep the weight slightly forward into the balls of the feet. Let the neck hang long. Shake your head no and yes. Keeping a bend in the knees if that feels right for you. And then gently as you lift the hips, the crown of the head reaches toward the mat. Staying connected to that breath, feeling a beautiful stretch to the back of the legs. One more breath in. Exhale, fingertips to the mat underneath the shoulders. Inhale, hands to thighs, shoulder blades draw back, spine extends, half lift, and fold forward. Right foot steps back to runner's lunge. Left knee is directly over left ankle. Fingertips on the mat, gaze is forward. Then we'll drop the right knee and foot to the mat. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, draw the elbows down as you sink into that hip. Beautiful. We'll take 3 breaths here. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, sinking, elbows drawing down. 2 more breaths. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat, curl the toes under, runner's lunge. Step the left foot back to plank or drop the knees to half plank. Inhale where you are. And with your exhale, lower through that chaturanga push-up. Elbows stay tight to the low ribs. Inhale, tops of the feet to the mat. Chest and heart reach forward. And exhale, lower chest to the mat. Passing through tabletop, turn the toes under. Lift the hips, downward dog. 3 breaths here. Really inhale to lengthen. Exhale, sinking into the pose. 2 more breaths. You can still pedal through the heels here. Inhale together. Exhale, side out. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot back to runner's lunge. Exhale, left knee and foot to the mat. Inhale, the arms overhead. Exhale, draw the elbows down. 3 breaths. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, hands to the mat, runner's lunge. Inhale, plank, or drop the knees to half plank. And exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra, or upward dog. Exhale, turn the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Half lift, hands to thighs. And forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands heart center. Inhale, palms up. And exhale, open. Moving into tree pose, Vrikshasana. You can stay facing forward or you can turn toward me, sideways on the mat. We'll bring hands into heart center and really focus the gaze in front of you. In any standing posture, you want to root the feet into the mat. Activate the front of the body, shoulders draw back. Activate the back body, gazing forward. We'll press into this left foot and come up onto the ball of the right foot and open the knee to the right. Keeping the left side active, don't let it bonk out like that. So activate the left side, heel presses against that lower internal leg. Palms firmly pressed together. You can stay right here, or you can lift the leg and place it, or the foot and place it below the knee. Or you can reach down and draw the foot up to that inner thigh, just making sure not to put any pressure on the knee. Right knee stays pressing forward or open, and we'll have the option here to lift fingertips up toward the ceiling. An option if you'd like to open the arms, shoulders dropping down from the ears. Option to take your gaze up toward the ceiling. An option to close the eyes here. Staying with the breath and actively pressing foot and leg against one another. 1 more breath. Inhale, palms gently back together. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, right foot forward. And exhale, release right foot to the mat. Inhale, the arms overhead. Exhale, open the arms. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pressing into that right foot, coming up onto the ball of the left, and then opening left knee to the left. Palms firmly pressed together, gazing forward. You can lift the foot and place it on the low leg, or reach down and bring it to that upper leg. No direct pressure on the knee. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, open the arms. Belly continues to draw in here. Shoulders draw down. Knee gently presses open. Foot and leg actively pressing against one another. Inhale the palms together. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, left thigh forward, foot is flexed. And exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, open. Staying here, turn sideways to the mat. We'll separate our feet 3.5 to 5 feet. Reaching out, ankles should be underneath the feet. We'll bring hands back to hips. We'll bring the left toes in 1 inch. And we'll lift the right toes and opposite. We'll bring right toes in 1 inch and lift the left toes and turn them to the front of the room, to the front of your mat. Hips are open here. Belly's drawing in, shoulders stay over hips. We'll reach the arms front and back of the room and turn our gaze over left fingertips. Taking a nice deep breath in here. And as you exhale, hold the body where it is, only bend that front knee. Moving into warrior two. Front knee gently presses open, pressing back through the edge of your right foot. One more breath here. Inhale, arms overhead, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bend the knee, sinking warrior two. Gazing over the left fingertips. Inhale, left palm turns up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Right arm draws down the right thigh. Left fingertips reach overhead. Left knee continues to press open here. Gaze can go up to those left fingertips. We'll inhale, arms overhead, straightening the front leg. And exhale, bend the knee, warrior two. One breath in. And with the exhale, let your left elbow find your left thigh, your right fingertips reaching overhead. Extending through this right side of the body, shoulders are stacked. Left elbow is here merely for balance. One more full breath here. Inhale, reaching through those right fingertips. And with the exhale, let your hands come to frame that left foot. Pivot on the back foot, runner's lunge. Step back to plank or drop knees to half plank. We'll inhale slightly forward, heels over toes. And exhale, lower one long line, shoulders to the height of the elbows. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, turn the toes under. You can pass through tabletop and lift to downward dog. 2 breaths here. You can still keep that bend in the knees. Then drop knees to the mat. Separate them mat distance apart. Bring the big toes together behind you. Pressing hips back to heels for a child's pose. Fingertips can either reach forward, or if it feels better for you, you can bring the hands back behind you with the palms up. Reconnecting to your breath here. Stay here for one more full breath. Then bringing hands back slightly in front of the shoulders. Coming to that tabletop position, we'll turn the toes under and lift the hips, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. And exhale, step to the top of the mat. Half lift, hands to thighs, extend the spine, and fold forward. Reverse swan dive. Hands heart center. One breath in. And exhale, release. We'll turn back to the right, separating the feet 3.5 to 5 feet. Reaching the arms out, your ankles should be below the wrists. Then we'll bring hands to hips. We'll lift the left toes and bring them in 1 inch. And lift the right toes and turn them to the back of your mat. Hips are open here. You're pressing into all 4 corners of both feet here. Hands reach front and back of the room. Gaze gently over the right fingertips. We'll take an inhale. And with the exhale, we'll bend this right knee, sinking warrior 2. Right knee is over right ankle. Pressing through the back of that left foot, actively keeping that leg strong. 1 more breath in. Inhale, palms overhead, straighten the leg. Exhale, keeping shoulders over hips, we'll bend the front knee. 1 full breath. Inhale, right palm up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Left hand draws down the thigh, right fingertips extend. Keep that front knee pressing open here in your reverse warrior. Inhale, gently back, arms overhead, leg straightens. Shoulders stay over hips as we bend the knee, sinking warrior 2. 1 breath in. Exhale, right elbow right to right thigh, left fingertips overhead, side angle pose. Right elbows merely here for balance, shoulders stacked, chest and heart open. Beautiful. You can take your gaze up to those fingertips. You can extend this lower arm. 1 more breath in here. And exhale, windmill hands to the mat. Runner's lunge. Step it back to plank. And hold here. Inhale slightly forward. Exhale, lower shoulders to the height of the elbows. Inhale, tops of the feet to the mat. Chest and heart forward. And exhale, either passing through tabletop or lifting hips, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale, bend the knees and look forward. Exhale, gently step to the back of your mat. Hands to thighs, half lift. And exhale, fold forward. Reverse swan dive, spine extends, arms reaching out and overhead. Hands heart center. 1 breath in. And exhale, release, mountain pose, Tadasana. We'll take a full turn coming back to the front of our mats. And separate the feet, mat distance apart. Toes turn out to the 45-degree angle. We'll bring hands into heart center, firmly pressing the palms together, gazing forward. Body is active, front and back of the body. We'll take an inhale where we are. And with the exhale, we'll bend the knees, either lowering here to goddess pose or lowering torso all the way down into yogi squat. You may have to adjust the width of your feet as you lower. Spine stays long and extended. Elbows are to the inside of the knees, pressing the knees open. Gaze continues to stay forward. You have the option here to sway back and forth in your yogi squat. You have the option, if you have a block, to place the block underneath your sitting bones for a supported malasana. Or if you'd like to move into Bakasana, crow pose, you can bring the hands shoulder distance apart, bring the toes behind you, coming up onto the tippy toes, bend the elbows and bring the knees to the backs of the arms. Belly draws in and up, gazing forward about 12 inches. Maybe you lift one toe off the mat at a time. Maybe you lift both. Taking your time here, moving into your Bakasana. And when you're ready, we'll gently come back down to the sitting bones, extending both legs to the front of the room. Your legs extend to the front of the room, feet are flexed, hands are pressing down next to you on the mat. You have the option here to place a blanket underneath your hips for a little more length in the spine. Drawing the shoulder blades back here, drawing the belly in. If you reach back, you can almost feel a slight concavity in the spine. Try not to let the spine round. Keep the chest and heart drawing forward here in staff pose, Dandasana. One more breath in. And exhale, gently release. We'll inhale both arms overhead. And with the exhale, we'll hinge forward. You can let your hands find the mat. You can hold onto the backs of the calves or the thighs. Gently reaching the chest and heart forward as you hinge from the hips. Your toes continue to draw back here. Your gaze can come down toward the shins or the knees so the neck is unstrained. Not necessarily mattering how deep you fold in this pose, but feeling that beautiful stretch to the back of the legs. Using your inhale to lift and lengthen. And using the exhale to maybe sink a little deeper into this pose. This is seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Then slowly and gently release the hands and walk the spine back up, one vertebrae at a time. We'll bend our right leg and bring the sole of that right foot to the mat. Then cross the right foot over to the left. Your left leg will stay straight here, right foot is pressing to the mat. Left arm cradles this right knee and right fingertips come behind us. Inhale and lengthen, using those fingertips to lengthen. And with the exhale, we'll turn the torso to the right. Cradling the left knee or the right knee with the left hand. Using your breath to toggle deeper into this pose. One more inhale here. And with the exhale, we'll gently come back through center, bringing hands to the left side of the mat, pressing into the ground and counter twisting the spine. Then coming back to the front of the room, releasing right leg to the front of the room, and bending the left leg, sole of the foot on the mat. We'll lift this leg and cross it over to the right, pressing firmly into all four corners of the left foot. Right foot is flexed. Right hand cradles the left knee, left fingertips behind us, helping to create length. Inhale and lengthen. And on the exhale, we'll gently turn. This is Ardha Matsyendrasana. Using the inhale to lengthen. Exhale, maybe taking it a little deeper. One more breath here, really cradling the knee. Then gently coming back to center. Hands come to the right side of the mat. We'll press and counter twist the spine. Beautiful. Then coming back to center, we'll uncross the left leg and lower all the way down onto our backs. Bending the knees, we'll bring the soles of the feet close to those sitting bones. Feet are hip distance apart. Take the arms and place them on the mat, palms and forearms pressing to the mat. Reaching down, you should almost feel the back of the heel with the middle finger on each hand. We'll press palms and forearms into the mat, taking a deep inhale. And with the exhale, we'll lift the hips, moving into bridge pose. Gently walking shoulder blades a little closer together, keeping knees in line with hips. Lifting hip bones up toward the ceiling. One more full breath. Then slowly lowering spine back to the mat. We'll take this one more time. Option if you'd like to interlace your hands underneath your hips, drawing the shoulder blades close together. Take the inhale and exhale, lift into your version of bridge pose. Knees in line with hips, hips lifting up toward the ceiling, shoulders and feet pressing to the mat. One more breath in, and exhale, gently lower. Extending both legs to the front of the room. Reaching the arms out to the side of the room. And then back behind the head. We'll take one long stretch here. Fingers are pointing back. Toes are pointing forward. Take a couple of breaths here, just sinking into the pose. And gently release the arms back to the side of the room, coming back down, length of the body. We'll bend one knee at a time and gently bring the knees to the chest. Holding onto the backs of the thighs, gently press the heels up toward the ceiling, straightening the legs. You can continue to hold onto the backs of your thighs here for support. If you have a strap, you can loop it around the balls of the feet, or you can release your arms out to the side of the room. This is active reversal pose, Viparita Karani. This pose is an inversion. It's a beautiful posture to help drain the lymph. It helps with the immune system. It helps with anxiety. This is a beautiful pose. You can do it up against a wall for up to 5 to 10 minutes. Toes continue to draw down here, pressing up and out through the heels. We'll take one more breath. Keeping soles of the feet up toward the ceiling, bend your knees and draw them down. Moving into happy baby, reaching up, taking the inside or outside of the feet. Knees draw down toward the armpits. Low spine presses to the mat, shoulders on the mat. Pressing hands into feet or feet into hands. Draw the knees down here. You can sway back and forth on the spine. You can extend one leg or both legs here in your happy baby. Really focus the awareness on keeping that low spine on the mat. Then we'll gently, one at a time, let our feet find the mat. Extending both legs forward to the outer edge of our mat. Letting toes roll out to opposite sides of the room. Bringing your hands down the length of the body with the palms facing up. Shoulder blades gently tucking in toward one another, opening that beautiful heart. We're moving into our Shavasana, the moments where we try to find stillness in the body and maybe tiny blips of stillness in the mind. We'll stay here for just a couple of moments, bringing awareness back to our beautiful breath. Whether you want to take an extended inhale inhale and exhale. Or just let the natural rhythm of the breath take over. Thoughts will come into your mind, accept them and let them go. And try to keep moving back to that idea of stillness. Bringing the awareness over and over back to that beautiful breath. Gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, taking a deep breath in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth, extending the arms out to the sides of the room, and then bringing the hands back behind the head, interlacing fingers, bringing legs together, and extending one last time from the knuckles all the way down to the toes. Gently releasing the arms and bending one knee at a time, soles of the feet on the mat. Adjusting the spine so the spine presses to the mat. We'll lift one knee at a time and draw the knees into the chest. Your low spine stays on the mat here, your shoulders are on the mat. Maybe opening the knees wider than the hips. Then gently releasing the feet back to the mat. We'll roll over to the right, letting your head rest in your right hand. Knees are bent, coming back to this beautiful fetal position. And then gently pressing yourself back up to easy pose, cross-legged seated position. Rock back and forth here, find the sitting bones on the mat. Lengthen up through the spine and bring hands to heart center. I invite you to close the eyes and maybe even take chin down toward the chest. I hope you enjoyed this slow, gentle flow. I miss all of you, our hugs, our interactions, your breath, your energy, and just that one-on-one connection, communication. I will continue to bring you yoga here until we are able to meet back in the studio. But I hope you can roll out your mat every day, find a little bit of serenity, a little bit of calm, a little bit of love and happiness in this crazy time. We'll take 3 breaths together. Inhale through the nose. The light and love inside of me honors and sees the light and love in each of you. Be safe and stay healthy. Namaste. and I will see you on your mat soon. Thanks for joining me.